Being an online reciprocal network, we understand there are not many ways to monitor all content or guide all discussions. We use what is commonly known as the 12 traditions and 12 concepts of world service as a guide for our corporate structure. However, our hope was to find a way to incorporate these traditions along with proven principles for success in a way that would remind us of them daily. Orrin Woodward, in his series The 13 Resolutions, talks about great leaders in society having reached a place of brokenness that led them to developing resolutions for their life. Of these were life principles they would write out, practice, and begin to apply to their daily lives through training and habituation. You see, these were not great pillars of character. No, they were people like you and I that understood that there were traits and behaviors within themselves that would most certainly interfere with their visions and dreams for their life. These men included George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and the like. These men wanted to lead a nation in a way that people could respect, admire, and most importantly, follow. For our purpose, we just give you a key. Harnessing the power of these resolutions, we encourage one another to practice and begin to apply to our daily lives. We're not going to teach in depth about these principles. Rather, we will review them, their definition, and our understanding of them. And all of this is included in your personal handbook, where you can begin to develop your own understanding and how you wish to apply them. The first one is honesty, which means free from deception, real, reputable, credible, truthful, or genuine. We say to thine own self be true. The second one is open-mindedness, which means free from rigidly fixed perceptions. We say skepticism and doubtfulness are tools God gave us to lead us to wisdom, but closed-mindedness is the wisdom of fools. The third one is willingness, which means inclined or favorably disposed in mind, ready, prompt to act, or accepted voluntarily or without reluctance. We say the ability to take appropriate action when an opportunity presents itself, regardless of its difficulty. And the fourth one is integrity, which means adherence to a code of value, soundness, and completeness. You see, with integrity, nothing else matters, and without integrity, nothing else matters. And the fifth one is humility, which means not proud or haughty, not pretentious, unassuming, insignificant, meek, and modest. We say let nothing be done through anger or pride, but in love and humility let each esteem others as better than themselves. This is the meaning of our upside-down pyramid, and it also references the 12th tradition, which states, anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. You see, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you have. It only matters in where you're at and where you're trying to go, and how we can help you get there. And the sixth one is altruism, which means an unselfish interest in the welfare of others. We believe altruism is the key to the advancement of our individual lives and overall peace and acceptance in our communities as a whole. And the last one, and sometimes the hardest one, is perseverance, which means to persist in spite of difficulties. We want to encourage you and for you to encourage others to stay true to your course. You're the only one who can. Once again, I know we went through these kind of quickly, but if you're anything like me, I've had a dictionary and plenty of self-help books all around me to bring me to this understanding. Yet it wasn't until I began to accept and apply them in my life that I really began to see the benefits. We simply wanted to introduce you to some basic principles that you could begin to apply and build on in your daily life. We also wanted to introduce a foundation for the interaction we wish to have with one another as partners of True Hope Now. I believe Aristotle said it best when he wrote, "Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence. Rather, we have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Now we want to encourage you to check out the 3 traditions above, whereby we guide our actions as a fellowship, and through which we apply these 7 principles.